Hello, Yellow Jacket fans. This is Mike Stamus for RamblinReg.com. We're joined here today by Ollie Schniederjans, a freshman on the Georgia Tech golf team. Ollie went to Harrison High School and enrolled at Georgia Tech here in January and about to play his first collegiate golf tournament this weekend at the Farm Golf Club in Dalton, Georgia, the Carpet Capital Collegiate. Ollie, congratulations and welcome to Georgia Tech, and also on winning the team qualifying tournament to go this week. Ollie finished first among the 9 players on the Georgia Tech team and will be leading the Jackets into competition this weekend. Ollie, talk about the qualifying tournament. 99 holes, 4 rounds at East Lake, 1 at the Golf Club of Georgia, 9 holes at the Farm. What was that process like, and how did you feel like you came through it?
Well, it was pretty stressful for all of us because all 9 guys want to play really bad. A lot of guys have been anticipating playing for a long time. For me, in particular, and Anders, we were here last semester, but we're not able to play because we weren't eligible yet. And Seth hadn't played in a while, and Bo. So really, we only had 2 guys who played last year that were here, James and Richie, and. So all of us wanted to qualify really bad, and it was a lot of golf, 99 holes. So it was just it was pretty intense for all of us, but it worked out good for me.
And it was pretty tight throughout, right? I mean, the scores were tight even up until the very last.
Yeah, I mean, from round 1 all the way till the final round. I mean, everybody was. There was maybe 1 or 2 guys who were kind of out of it at the end, but. Going into pretty much the last 3 days, it was up for grabs.
What kind of a test do you think that is? 99 holes of golf for the chance to play on the travel squad. How does that prepare you?
Well, first, you got to balance the school with the playing. So most of us are going to class in the morning and then going straight from class to play the qualifying, and it's really more. Nerve-wracking to me. I think all of us agree that qualifying is more nerve-wracking than to play in the tournaments. So I think for us to play in qualifiers like this, it'll make the tournament actually feel easier.
Have you played at the Farm outside of the 9 holes you played this week? Have you played there before?
I've played there a lot, yeah.
Okay.
We actually had to play there. Me and James played there every year for high school golf. We have 1 round out there. That didn't do a whole lot because we played different tees, but I also have a good friend who's a member out there, so I've been out there a good bit.
How excited are you? You've been here since January, didn't get to play in the spring. How excited are you to get this first chance to play, the first opportunity for Tech to play this year, and you're on the travel squad?
Yeah, it's something I've been looking forward to for a long time. I committed to come here pretty early, sometime my sophomore year. So I've been anticipating that, first time playing for the team for a long time, and to come out and play really well in the qualifying for the first opportunity I had to play it's pretty exciting for me.
Now, you came in January. You were not able to play with the team. You sat back and watched. They won the ACC and did well at the NCAA regionals and whatnot. But you were playing some amateur events, and you played a lot of amateur events in the summertime. What is necessary to play at that level? Do you feel like it's very similar to be successful on the college level? Do you think those amateur events prepare you pretty well?
Yeah, one thing that's different about golf in college is you're playing against, in football or other sports like that, when you go to college, you play against different guys you probably never played with before because you pretty much stay within your state. But for me and most of the top guys who are going to college, they've played with all these guys already. I played with probably everybody who's going to be at the Farm already in some amateur event. So it's nothing, not competition I haven't faced before. Going to be kind of the same type of scores, same type of deal. So I know what to expect, and shouldn't be a whole lot different than what I'm used to.
Now, we talked a little bit before we started taping, and you said that your dad doesn't play a lot of golf. He plays as a casual golfer. You are the only one of your siblings that actually plays competitively, or at least you were the first one. How did you pick up the game of golf, given that your parents don't play it competitively, and your siblings don't either.
Well, I had a couple friends in middle school who played, who were members at a course close to where I went to school. One of my best friends, his family, are big golfers. So I would go out there, we would go probably once a week when I was in 6th or 7th grade, and I was terrible at first, and he would kill me. So I didn't like that, and I like that you got to get better on your own. I'd always played baseball and basketball, and you're always on your coach's time. But with golf, you can do your own thing, and I like that, and I wanted to get better so I can at least keep up with my friend. And so I kind of got the bug and just kept working at it, and here I am, keep playing.
When did you begin to take it seriously?
Pretty much right away, just because I hated not being good right away. So pretty much 7th grade, I was full throttle.
So do you think is that your motivation now? What drives your competitive spirit on the golf course now?
I just want to make sure that I'm being the best player I can be. So I'm always working out and practicing and making sure that I'm doing all the right things to max out my potential. So my drive is I feel like I've reached a level where if I keep continuing, I can play with anybody. So I don't feel like I should do anything but try to max my game.
You mentioned that you committed to Tech early on. What was it about Georgia Tech that made you want to come to school here?
Well, living close was good, and I know a lot of people here, or in the area, and a lot of good connections. And Coach Hepler, of course, the stuff he preaches, I've always lived by, and my mom loves him, of course, and good teammates and great golf courses, great school. It was really easy choice. I think even though I am from here, I think for other guys who aren't from here, this should be a top school for anybody.
Now, the 5 players that are going to the farm this weekend, there are you and Anders, the 2 freshmen, and then there's 3 sophomores, Bo Andrews, Seth Reeves, and Drew Zuckery, who transferred from Akron. How is it that all you young guys rose to the top in this qualifying and got to go? What's that like to be a part of what could be a new wave of Georgia Tech success?
Well, I think we all took it really seriously. So, James and Richie, they've played, so it's almost like they're expected to play and people expect them to play. And I kind of felt like that a little bit too, that I was probably expected to play in the first tournaments and play it every time, but you got to kind of put that behind you and just really, you got to want it the most. And I felt like maybe James or Richie felt like they could cruise through the qualifier, but everybody's playing well and we're all working hard, so you got to play good to play on the team.
Now, Coach, mentioned to me that he felt like there would be a lot of good competition to get ready for this year, and the scores were tight from the start to finish, as you said. How evenly matched are the guys on this team in terms of their playing abilities and their skill level?
I think we're all at a really high level, and really all the teams we're going to be playing against, Alabama's going to be there. I know all the guys on their team, they're playing at the same level. So once you reach a certain level, I think it's just give or take any day. Especially in a sport, anybody can beat anybody. So it's going to come down to who has the good day, and we got a bunch of guys who can compete with anybody.
Now, where would you say your strengths lie? What's the best part of your game?
For me, I've always been really good short game around the greens. When I was younger, I didn't hit the ball anywhere. I was really small, so I really had to be really good at that. So I've kind of always grown up with the game, trying to get really good with my wedges. So that's probably the best part of my game.
Okay. Now, the one thing I've noticed from watching you play a little bit over the summertime is you might be the only player, or at least one of the few, that doesn't wear a hat or a visor of any kind. Everybody else on the team does. Why is that? Have you worn hats before, or have you never worn them?
I've never worn hats as a golfer. I had to. It was required when I played baseball, so I never liked it. I don't like seeing the cap. It's kind of just, I don't know. For me, it's weird, and they're uncomfortable, and I don't think I look good in them. That's probably, to be honest, that's probably the number one thing. I don't think I look as good in a hat, so that's why I don't wear them. And peer pressure has never gotten to you?
No,
I don't care about
in that area. Okay. Well, that's great. Well, Ollie, it's been good talking to you, and good luck this weekend at the farm and to the Yellow Jackets. And this has been Mike Stamus for RamblinRec.com.